set up, please. I'd like you to tell me how the things are coming along. Like, for instance, the audio balance. The music might be a bit too quiet, but I think I'll leave it at that rather than having it too loud. So, yes, we're gonna be reading some fanfiction. What a difference. And I actually talked this over with Liam on Discord, which I'm never going to use again because this is completely useless. But yeah, I'm actually going to do something real quick, and I don't want any of you folks seeing it, so I'll have to put that back up later. I actually have it set up in a way so that I can actually see whatever messages there are. Alright, there we go. Let's just use that. Okay, I think I am using my mic, like my actual mic. I'll have to make sure. Okay, so well, Liam's already in the house. Yes, it will be interesting. I believe I am using my actual mic, as you can probably see. I'm not sure, I can't tell the difference if it's between my laptop mic or this one, but I'm pretty sure I changed it. Let me just get the fanfiction up and we'll get started. Ugh. Okay. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be reading, and if you guys have any suggestions, let's give them to me. The first thing we're going to be reading is a fanfiction called Artificial Love, and to me, I don't actually know what this is. It's just something that, oh, thank you very much, Liam. That's actually something I made, and I probably will be uploading to DeviantArt sometime soon, because I like it myself. I just wish they were more high quality. Anyway, so I am reading this fanfiction that, to me personally, I don't really know. I just found it randomly because it was updated recently on fanfiction.net. Apparently it's also on other sites as well, but I don't really know. I guess we should get started with it though. Let's see. So there's disclaimers up the top. I own nothing. Everything belongs to their rightful owners. And then, oh, my dad's home. Beep beep beep. Author's note. I don't know why this just randomly came up into my head, but it did. Wow, this author really knows, don't they? Alright, Artificial Love. Amy Rose wasn't born an archer, but here she was, aiming an arrow directly at her blue hero. Her arm shook with nervous. Her arm shook with nervous, yes. Brilliant job, author. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say nerves, not nervous. As she tried to calmly aim, she closed her eyes, taking a... Yeah, I don't know what it is, Liam. I'd have no clue. I've never seen it in my life. She closed her eyes, taking a deep breath, and opened them again to make sure she was... Oh, wait. To make sure he was still at the same place he was when she closed her eyes. She hid in the bushes, making sure to stay out of sight next to bright pink flowers that bloomed next to her. So, you know, disguises. And that's my dad. Your dad look. Oh, okay, bye, Dad. Her arms wavered again and she sighed. I'm not giving up. I have one chance for this and I know I can do it. She held her arms up in a sudden rise of courage as she let go of the string and felt the arrow propel out of the bow. The arrow hit the back of Sonic's head. A pained cry escaped the Azure Hedgehog as he felt the back of his head to find out what had hit him. Too bad the arrow missed your knee, Faker, Shadow muttered darkly as he walked from behind the blue hedgehog and in front of him. Shut up, Sonic hissed in pain as he grabbed hold of the arrow and yanked it out of his head, once again crying out in pain. Who the heck shot an arrow at me? I wouldn't have a clue, Shadow simply stated, crossing his arms over his chest as he watched the blue hedgehog examine the arrow. AR, I know those initials. Amy, Sonic suddenly gasped, his eyes widening as he turned a full 360 looking for the pink hedgehog. A full 360? Geez, son. Wait, what? A full 360? That means he looked all around himself. Okay. Oh my god, I can't wait to see how Dad does this. Because my mum put the car in drive so it doesn't go off because it's a safety measure. I can't wait to see him try and get off. Sorry guys, I'm sorry for the sudden stoppage, but I've really got to see this. Oh, what? I have 2 viewers apparently? Holy shit. Yeah, what the hell are you doing? Okay. The pink hedgehog jumped out of the flowery bushes and ran up to the blue hedgehog, attempting to glomp him. He dashed away from her and looked back to notice she had stopped running after him. He held the arrow up. What were you thinking, shooting this at me? To kill me? No, Amy spoke up quickly, slightly angered that her plans had been ruined. But if you really want to know, I suggest you read Greek mythology. She gave Shadow an angry glare and turned around, walking away. What the hell? Shadow thought, not exactly sure why she had looked at him so angrily. He looked back. Shut the hell up, Mike. Okay, he's going out again. Come on, I gotta see this. Come on. I know. This fanfiction reading is turning into me just waiting for Dad to get in the car. Come on. The music's fitting so well at the moment. Oh my god, I can't wait to see this. Come on, Dad, start the car. Come on. You can do this, Dad, you can do this. Oh, he got it started. God damn it, Dad. You're too smart. The cars and shit. Jesus Christ. Alright, back to where the hell I was. Oh, he looked back at the confused Azure hedgehog. Greek mythology, Sonic asked no one in particular. What does that have to do with arrows? Just a suggestion, Faker, ask your fox friend, Shadow dully said before leaving the Azure hedgehog alone. And the only clue she gives me is to read Greek mythology? Sonic chuckled in a sarcastic manner. As if. Tails hummed as he closely examined the arrow. It was all silver with a gold tip. AR was engraved on the side of it. Maybe there's something on the tip, he guessed, standing up and heading to one of his inventions. What looked very much like a microwave was what he put the arrow into. He pressed a few buttons on the control panel on the side of the machine. It turned on and smothered the arrow with a bright light. I'll be done in a few minutes, Tails explained as he grabbed the Miles Electric and searched up things regarding arrows and Greek mythology. Sonic waited impatiently as Tails did his research. I'm guessing by what Amy is talking about, it might have something to do with Cupid's arrows. Cupid's arrows. Apparently, I can't read this. Apparently, my reading skills have gone way downhill because I'm not reading creepypasta. Tails muttered, still looking at his device. Who? Cupid's most notably a god of desire, erotic love, attraction, and affection. It said that he has 2 different types of arrows. The one that Amy modeled was with a gold tip, which is said that person who gets hit with it has uncontrollable desire, Tails read. He looked up and shook his head. I have no idea if it's a normal arrow or not until I get the results. Liam, you're not giving me any hope here. Things still going on? Because I'm just sitting here reading and I have no clue if the live stream's still going. Maybe your internet went out again. I don't freaking know. That's what happened last night. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. Sonic put a hand on his hip and sighed. Ah, Amy. Always up to something. I don't quite understand why she looks so angrily at Shadow though. Some people believe that it's. I'm gonna start reading this dramatically, and that just brings back memories. Where was I? Oh yeah. Some people believe that's kind of a love at first sight thing, meaning the person who's been hit with an arrow will have uncontrollable desire with the first person they see. Tails explained. Alright. I could see. Hang on a sec. Alright, I can see why Amy was annoyed that her plan, whatever that was, didn't work. Sonic said, slightly surprised. That's a lot of S's. If it goes off of that logic, she wasn't the first person I saw. Tails nodded. And it didn't came from the microwave. He got up and looked at the information given to him on his Mars electric. He gave a slight gasp as if surprised. Where the fun's my mouse? Oh, found it. Because I can't find my mouse. She certainly put something on this, and by the looks of it, it's very similar to that story. Sorry, I'm just fixing my mic up a bit here. Tails said as he took the arrow out of the microwave. I like how this author just kept writing microwave and didn't actually give the invention a name. I'll do more tests of this to see what she's exactly done. Cool. Tell me when you're done, Tails said quickly as he ran out of the house. Tails rolled his eyes as he went to his workshop. Liam isn't giving me much hope. Okay. There's still blood on your quills, Faker, Shadow pointed out as he watched a Azure Hedgehog approach him. Sonic shrugged, simply not caring. It's easy to wash off. Alright, you're terrified of water. How pathetic. Sonic glared at him. What are you doing around here anyway? It's not like you to just be wandering around. I can do what I want, Faker, Shadow simply muttered, turning away from Sonic, clearly annoyed. I wonder how clean he is. What he would act like in a shower. And imagine. Yeah, Liam probably dropped out because he did say his internet was acting all up and all that shit. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. An imagine of Shadow came into his mind. The Ebony Hedgehog's showering in steaming hot water, steam radiating off of him. His hands brushing through his quills, soapy in them, and water streaming down them again. Sonic shook his head. Really? See you around, Shads. Don't call me that, Shadow muttered darkly, still looking away from the blue hedgehog. Sonic shrugged and walked away from the Ebony Hedgehog. Thoughts like this are not normal. I'm blaming it on Amy. Sonic shook his head once again and noticed that he had stopped running completely and was staring at the ground. This is ridiculous. Not a long chapter, but I hope to build it up in the oncoming chapters. Really want to thank people for reading any of my stories. I greatly appreciate it. What is my notification? This person keeps favoriting my... Oh shit. This person keeps favoriting my fanfiction that I totally don't write. Yeah, it's someone else. Where was I? Oh yeah. It's too bad that Liam decided to miss this excellent reading because he was looking so forward to this. Hang on. Now where was I? Oh yeah. Oh wait. Disclaimers. I own nothing. Everything belongs to their rightful owners. Uncontrollable desire. Tails heard a muffled voice from within the living room, making him somewhat confused. Of course, he could easily guess it was Sonic, but he had no clue what the hedgehog was saying. He walked into the living room slowly and quietly, as if he were walking on fallen leaves that would crunch upon being stepped on. Sorry. He found that Azure Hedgehog lying on the couch, his face stuffed into a pillow. Sonic, Tails said as softly and quietly as he could. Sonic's Sonic's ear perked up upon hearing his name. He turned his face to look at the young fox. Had a look of confusion on his face and Liam! You bitch! Stop playing Transformed, you freaking annoyance. Some slight frustration. I'm gonna give that dude a quick freaking message. Like, this bitch said he was. Okay, that's it. Alright. I'll leave that there. What is it, Tails? Sonic asked, his voice slightly shaken as if worried. Are you alright? It looked like you were suffocating yourself, Tails explained as he pointed at the pillow his friend was holding. Sonic heaved out a large sigh, turning over onto his back and looking at the ceiling, looking completely hopeless. He threw the pillow out of his hand, which landed on the ground next to the couch. Tails was about to say something when Sonic instead talked. Ah, I can't stop thinking about him. A small blush rose on the Zero Hedgehog's cheeks, as if suddenly fantasizing, not fascinating. I try to think of other things, but he always comes to my mind. What can I do, Tails? This is just crazy. From the various ingredients of chemicals on the top of that arrow, there's not really anything I can do. However, it should wear off soon. When soon, however, I have no clue. When soon is, however, I have no clue, Tails explained, picking the pillow up from the ground. He frowned. The only thing I can suggest is to do something that usually keeps your mind off of things. Shit. Sonic sat up and nodded. Yes. Yeah. That sounds like a good suggestion, little bro. I'm gonna go out for a run. Tails nodded and watched as Sonic exited the house, hoping nothing bad would happen. There's actually another fanfiction I really would like to read, so we're gonna go and have a look there. This totally wasn't written by me. I had nothing to do with it. This is all a friend's right now. Yes, I've got quite the best story for everyone to read. Everyone's gonna love it. Now let me see if I can find it. Now these stories are just fantastic. Just you wait until you read them. We're gonna read like the summary. What the story is called, if you guys, I'll put down links for the stories in the description when I'm done. Let's see. What the story is called is it's called Sonato One Shots by Liam Chaos. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but it is a good friend of mine. And the summary is just some Sonato one-shots I've written, because people never look at all stories you've written if they like your story, so they don't see your other one-shots, so I'm going to put them all in this one story. Some will be Sonato, some will be Sonic and Shadow, but not focused on Sonato, but mostly Sonato. Also no lemons, it's rated T, not M. It has 10 chapters but only 6,480 words, so that gives me a slight sadness. Author's note. I was gonna make this its own one-shot, but you read the description and know what happened. I lost all my story's local saves, so the only way to read my fanfictions are on this site, and the only way to edit them on this site as well. Warning. Sonato, but only only a side thing and not a major part of the story. And yes, oh god. A TV, this is not a stream that you want to catch. Thank you, TV. But as the title may have told you, this isn't gaming. All right, this is more entertainment issue. Being as it's fanfiction reading. Now where was I? Oh yeah. And yes, this is based on all the arguments about what the 25th anniversary game will be. Trying something I don't normally do for this, kinda excited. Disclaimer, I don't own Sonic, wish I did though. Opinions. Third person perspective or point of view, whichever you want. Didn't you think The was a great movie, Shadow? Yes, I definitely love The. Bring it on your. Oh, you know what? We're gonna get into some really hefty fanfiction. I know some bad ones. You're gonna love them. Alright. Sonic asked Shadow as they walked out the movie theater, which was surprisingly empty. I didn't like it. And welcome back, Liam. Don't you effing there? I am already effing there. Alright. I didn't like it. The pacing was horrible, and 2/3 of the movie was filler. Shadow replied, quickly moving to the left so he didn't crash into the wall. The theater didn't have enough room to fit people through the door. 2/3 of every movie is filler, Shadow. Nothing special, Sonic told him, looking around, seeing what movies he would want to see next before stepping outside the building and walking home. So, I don't like most movies. Most of it is boring parts you don't care about, Shadow replies, starting to get annoyed at how this is so important for some reason. Okay, remind me not to ask for your opinion next time we watch a movie. Sonic tells him, bored by the bland scenery, just rows of houses with no colour. TV, this is brilliant. Yes, okay. Wait, where was I? Oh yeah. Unless it's a good opinion, Shadow says with a smirk before continuing to walk forward. Yeah. Sonic laughs a little. And they go on their way home. Okay. And they lived happily ever after, but in an alternate reality. What fun? How could you not like that movie? The CGI was amazing and pacing was just fine. There was nothing to dislike about that movie. Sonic yelled at Shadow so loud the people across the road were giving him angry looks. The pacing was shit. The action scene was slow, filled with slow motion scenes, and there were more cliches than I could count, Shadow yelled back, getting angry looks from everyone in sight, especially from the mother of a little girl disapproving of the swear. That's it. Shadow, you can sleep on the couch. Don't you dare yell at me. Sonic yelled at him. Now the street's empty. They had scared everyone off. What? Whoa, I'm shaking a bit here. I didn't mean to do that. I think you're forgetting who the ultimate is, Faker. If anyone is sleeping on the couch, it's you, Shadow yelled, at the same time making a spark of chaos energy in his hand to show his power. You wouldn't dare, Sonic challenged, unlocking the door to their house. Their house. Okay. Wouldn't I? Shadow taunts. You would, Shadow, and you know it. You know it, so I'm laughing a bit here. Sonic yells to Shadow, 10 minutes of arguing later. Wait, how did I end up on the couch? Shadow asked himself before shrugging and falling asleep. Author's note, moral of the story, accept other people's opinions. TV, please write a fanfiction so I can read it, son. It will be brilliant, I'm telling ya. Thanks for reading. Please review with any parts you found mistakes, spelling errors, characters out of character, and anything you think could help me improve as a writer. It helps much more than people think, and if you liked it, tell me why. I would appreciate it. On a side note, I think we're getting better at adding full stops without thinking about it, so I'm improving. Let's go on to the next chapter. Chapter 2. Nobody remembers my anniversary. Author's note. Did you know that it was Shadow's 15th anniversary this year, or Silver's 10th? Because I do. Son, please, even I do. Your Pokemon screenplay? That's even better, son. That would be interesting, mate. And if you need to know, Silver is in the past because he didn't have a reason to go back to the future after generations. Son, he's created a time paradox. Holy shit. Liam, you should be happy. I'm just joking around. Warning. Son had own slight shadilva. Nobody remembers my anniversary. Third person perspective. I don't know why you keep writing that. Look at everybody wishing Sonic a happy birthday. Nobody remembers us, Silver said, looking at everybody celebrating Sonic's birthday at his birthday party. No shit, Sherlock. Why would they remember us? I'm considered emo, and you're known as annoying. TV, if you would like to see this author, please go to Liam Chaos at fanfiction.net. Brilliant, I'm telling you, great stories, so good. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. And you're known as annoying, Shadow replied. They were sitting under the same tree as Shadow stood under last year. They had held the party at the same place as when a time eater attacked, for some weird reason. Maybe we should just leave, nobody would notice, Silver said. It was obvious he was suffering from low self-esteem, much like Liam in the chat here. Alright, almost made... You know what, Brandon? I should read that story you sent me on Twitter earlier today. It's disgusting, but it's great. Alright, where was I? Best shit, man. I gotta read more of that gaming shit, man. I should search up... No, I shouldn't search that up. Disgusting. Nope. Where was I? Almost made Shadow feel sorry for him. They would notice, they just wouldn't care. Shadow replied, before noticing Silver started looking down even further and whispering to himself. Even Blaze didn't remember, Silver said to himself, which did make Shadow feel sorry for him. After all, having a lifelong friend forget your birthday must feel so bad. Shadow knows how to cope with it, but not Silver. Hey, maybe if you just go talk to her, she'll say happy birthday, Shadow said, while hoping he would leave, so Shadow could be by himself for a minute or more. Alright, see you all, Silver said before getting up. Being sad did not suit Silver. After a couple of minutes, wow, that's legit. After a couple of minutes, Sonic came up to him. Hey Shads, what's up? I thought Shadow left, Sonic asked him. Nothing much, Shadow replied, not bothering to look up. Are you sad nobody said happy birthday to you? Sonic asked. Shadow instantly shot his head up and looked at him. I guess nobody has. Well then, I'm the first to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Shads, Sonic chuckled to himself. Shadow started to, but stopped himself before he chuckled. Started to what? Alright. No, Liam, I'm reading all 10 of these chapters. Thanks, Shadow replied before trying to force a smile. You don't need to try and fake a smile, Shads. Hey, wasn't Silver here before? Sonic asked. He went to talk to Blaze to see if she would wish him a happy birthday. He was sad about nobody remembering his birthday. I guess I'm kinda sad but used to it, Shadow replied before yawning slightly for no reason. I feel bad for the kid. You don't know that. Bullshit. I feel bad for the kid. I bet you do, but won't admit it. I read that wrong. I bet you do too, but won't admit it. Sonic chuckled to himself again. Shadow smirked a bit. I feel sorry for him there. I admitted it just to prove you wrong. That is Liam, legit. Liam is always like that. Liam, son, that's you, son. You're writing yourself in this story, son. Shadow said. Sonic smirked a bit. What got you in such a talkative mood? Sonic asked. Shadow looked done a bit. Sorry, done. Nobody's ever wished me happy birthday before. Shadow. Oh no, Rift.Run stopped. Okay, Shadow answered before looking up at Sonic's shocked face. What? Not even Maria? Sonic asked him. I wasn't created long enough for that. Really? Yes, this fanfic is fire, Shadow replied. Well, come on! You don't deserve to be alone on your birthday, Sonic said, taking Shadow's hand and dragging him towards the table to socialize, which Shadow did, which I really don't see happening. Author's note, I think I might base something around Silver's 10th anniversary if I feel like it. I like Silver and 06, but... in a fanfic. I've written myself in a fanfic once, it was terrible. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Maybe a special story. I know it's a little early to update my story, but I like to get out as much writing as I can when I'm in the mood to write. I also have another one-shot called Classic's First Words, but that's already uploaded. I did upload it here, but I got rid of it, so it should just be in my profile as one of the stories I've written if you want to read that. Which is funny, because in the first chapter you actually wrote that you wrote this so that people wouldn't go to your profile, because people don't usually go to your profile after, you know. This might end up having a part 2 if I ever want to write something where they actually get together after events of this one shot. And if you want sequels to any of the other one shots, just ask or add it in a review. And can you please review either with what you liked or what you didn't like and ways I can improve? Helps more than you would think. Thanks for reading, and read the other chapters and make or my other stories. I just finished What Happens When Shadow Participates in Christmas, and I'm quite happy with how that turned out, which we are going to be reading after this fanfiction. Hypocrite. Author's note. If you couldn't guess by the title, this is a sonata based on Sonic Transformed, which I'm writing while uploading some Transformed gameplay on YouTube, so that's my inspiration. There's a fanfic forum? I don't go on a fanfic forum, I don't know what you're talking about. The people are in the middle, like if you write really bad ones they flame you, but otherwise they don't really care. Transforming rivals. Third person perspective. Transforming rivals. I almost thought that was like some freaking Unleashed thing here, but no, it's not. Alright. Come on, Chad, step it up. Oh, are you for real, Liam? Did you really have to... Sonic yelled at Shadow as he saw him while his car was transforming. He was in first place, with said Chads in second. Fanfiction.net. It has forums on it, but I wouldn't recommend going on them. You write your fanfiction on the fanfiction.net. Yeah, and just upload it. Yeah, it gets reviews. Yeah. What was I? We both know full well I'm better than you when it comes to car racing, which is what we're transforming into now. What? Shadow yelled, happy to transform out of boat mode. I am too. We'll see then, Sonic yelled back before turning around to grab an item box which contained a firework. Sonic turned around, aimed and fired at Shadow, who dodged. The firework bounced around the walls a bit before hitting Silver, who was in 4th place. Of course you have to hit for Silver. I always hit myself with the fireworks in that game. Nice try, Shadow yelled before grabbing the item box and getting a set of 3 snowballs. Pace spinner's alright. I don't use it a lot though. I just read little things off of that. He set his car up so it shot all 3 at once and fired. The one on the right hit Sonic. Now the 2 cars were neck and neck, but then a dragon broke the road, forcing flight. Which stage is this? Is this the oh, which stage was it? Damn it, Shadow yelled why are we in this? When did we get in this? This is third person perspective. Where'd the we come from? As we quickly swerved to the left to stop himself from what are we doing in this? Okay. This allowed Sonic to get back ahead. Oh, so it's the same thing as last lap, but in the air, Sonic said to himself. Unfortunately, if you hadn't said that, Shadow wouldn't have worked that out. Wait, what? And shit like that. Shadow grabbed the item box, revealing a hot rod. I hate that. And when it got into the he used it, and when it got into the red and destroyed it, he only slightly missed Sonic. They were now close to each other, and they were at a part where they had to choose a path. I live for danger, Shads, Sonic yelled before going down. Shadow followed him, not letting Sonic get even further ahead. You don't know what you wrote, that's pretty bad, son. Setting contact. Shadow was gaining on Sonic slowly due to having a better form of boost than him, but less speed. Oh look, the last part of the race is in car. You think you can beat me? Well, said things you both can run pretty fast, so I don't know why you're in cars. Sonic Drift sucks, Sonic said, confident with himself. But before Shadow had time to answer, a swarm appeared. Sonic hit 2 of them at the same time because he was in the middle, creating a path for Shadow to get ahead. See ya later! I don't know if that was part of what he was meant to say. If you want to Rocket and Mewtwo. Shadow yelled before passing him, transforming and winning the race. Now understand, receiving the trophies. Silver ended up coming 3rd. Shadow and Sonic both and ended with 2 wins and 2 second places, but Shadow got the first place for the fastest time overall. Maybe next time, Sonic Q, Shadow said, which Shadow doesn't usually say Sonic Q, pissing Sonic off, but he knew that next time he would win because he knew the tracks off by heart in the next Grand Prix, and he couldn't wait. What the fun is this bullshit? Author's note: what Shadow doesn't taunt people? Well, keep in mind it's just friendly competition between lovers. So between lovers apparently. So I feel that Shadow would taunt a little. Lovers apparently. Ideas appreciated. Maybe I should write one based on Lancelot and Sonic in the world of the Black Knight. As always, review with what you liked and what you didn't. Thanks for reading, and see you next chapter. I think the track this is based off is called Dragon Canyon. You do know that you probably should have written that at the beginning. Tis hurt. Edit. I would hope Shadow isn't spelled so no. Thanks for telling me. I think I remember that spelling mistake. That was brilliant. Why does it hurt, son? This is great. Okay. Author's note: this is one of the endings of Shadow the Hedgehog that you fight Sonic in, and the one that Shadow becomes Black Doom Soldier. In Launceston with my family, and there's nothing to do. There is also no internet here, so sorry for slow update, but I'll probably have a couple of stories written to make up for it, or one long one. I don't know yet. The website's called FanFiction, meaning it's for fans, so I don't own these characters. Please remember me. Third person perspective. What are you going to do, Shadow? Sonic asked, lying on the ground in defeat. I'm going to be Black Doom Soldier, like I was created, but now I'm going to kill you. Shadow answered, showing no emotion. Well, I didn't feel like reading my own, because I know them off by heart too well, and I get bored reading my own fanfiction, so decided to go to yours. Wait. I know you don't remember, but if you had your memories, you would side with us. Me, Sonic said while trying to get up. What are you saying? Shadow asked. He had been told what happened on the Arc by Rouge. Had she lied? Oh, by the way, Arc should have a capital. It's something only I know because we were the only two there. Sonic continued, starting to move towards Shadow. What the fun? Knuckles! What? I'm pretty sure Knuckles was there to see that shit. Everyone else is there and they're all cheering that on. Why must you do this to me? Because I feel like it. Tell me. Shadow yelled. He needed to know the truth. Why? I'm not going to tell you. Sonic said, smirking to himself. What the fun is this bullshit, man? He just said that. Oh, guess what song just came up? This is highly coincidental. I Am All of Me. It's such a good song. Why? Shadow yelled, walking towards him, ready to kill if he didn't tell him now. That's when Sonic kissed Shadow, stopping Shadow, who didn't even try to push him off. It felt like they had kissed before. It felt right, but before he got the chance to kiss back, Sonic ended the kiss. Kiss back, Sonic ended the kiss. There should be a comment there. Good damn it, why? Yes, it's good. When I can just show you. Sonic finished his sentence, smirking, knowing he had gotten to him. Why? Why didn't you say earlier? Shadow asked him, almost crying but at the same time extremely happy. I tried, but you wouldn't let me talk. Gun also wouldn't let me try to talk to you. They consider you a threat and wouldn't let me try and convince you, Sonic explained, almost crying in happiness. The first thing you said was that would... Apparently I can't read again. The first thing you said was this would change what side I was on. You were right. We need to defeat Black Doom now. The two of us, Shadow said, holding out his hand. Wow, I made Shadow sound so much like it was. Sonic took it and they run to find Black Doom. That should have been ran. I'm really sorry, but that really got me. Woo! Liam! Nah, you can send messages all you like on Steam. I'm not stopping. And they found Black Doom. They both worked together to defeat him. And after they did, Shadow got the 7th Chaos Emerald. Why would you Why would you betray me, Shadow? What did this rat do to you? Not a rat. Black Doom yelled at him. Shadow thought to himself for a second before replying. Oh god, here we go. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and I have something you will never have. Something that makes saving this planet worth it. And he's not a rat, he's a hedgehog. I knew that was coming. He's my hedgehog. This is who I am. Shadow yelled before delivering the final blow, making sure aliens never attack again. No, Liam, keep them on, they're great. Thanks, Shadow, Sonic said as they ran off to the ship to get off the Ark together. This is who I am. Author's note. I was listening to All Hail Shadow. Plot. Team Rocket creates Mewtwo. Mewtwo studies Mew's ancient past and wants Pokemon to rule Earth. I'm not too sure how you pronounce that. Is it Sylph Corp? Led by and older Professor Oak build a device to transport Mewtwo away from Earth. That's a very interesting plot. References. This is who I am. Well, you did a reference to the wrong game. Isn't that from the Secret Rings? Why you put that in Shadow the Hedgehog? I'm actually listening to I Am All of Me right now, actually. But we won't read that because that's a really long... Oh, by the way, you gave me a thanks. Thanks, Ailey, for spam. Shut the F up. Shut the F up. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, get your effing ass off! Jesus Christ, son. Why did you give me a D? Oh, you can keep sending me messages, but I think the thing just kind of glitched itself together. So back to the story. Next chapter. Well, you can't message me on Steam anymore because I just, quit it. Okay. I knew you were going to mention me on Twitter. Okay. Author's note. I've been playing a lot of, Sonic CD lately. Talking about Secret Rings, huh? Am I right, son? Okay. Also I wanted to write a story called Shadow and the Secret Rings. Okay. Alright. Sonic's Wish. A third person perspective. I don't know why you keep writing that. Okay. I miss Shadow. I mean, is it Shahara? Because I don't really go by Secret Rings all that much. I've only watched cutscenes through once. I haven't even... I don't remember actually doing a video of me reacting to the cutscenes because they bored me so effing much. The only part I liked was the wishes at the end. Is great company, but I really want to see Shadow. I just wish I could bring him here. Wait, Wish? Is it Shahara? Sonic asks, determined to bring Shadow to him. Yes, Sonic, she replies. Can you grant me a wish? Sonic asks, even though he knows the answer. Can you stop telling me to stop? I will block you. What do you need, Master? Shahara replied with a question. I wish for you to bring Shadow the Hedgehog here. Sonic said. Sonic said in a kind of commanding tone, kind of asking tone. Stop it! Okay, that's it. I have put Liam in a timeout for the time being. You have to come back later. I mean, whatever, son. Don't do that, okay? It's annoying me. Seriously. I didn't block you. You can come back in 5 minutes. Alright. Where was I? Okay. As you wish, Master, Shahara says before granting a wish. When Shadow appeared, it looked like he had chaos controlled there. Sonic also could have sworn he could hear I Am All of Me playing in the background. I'm not too sure why. What happened? How did I get here? Sonic? Shadow asked, obviously confused by what happened. Hey, Shads, Sonic said, grinning. Ash is dead in your Pokemon. Why? Why? Oh, don't kill Ash. Why? Whoops. Okay, whatever. Where was I? I keep losing my freaking... Oh yeah. What happened? How did I get here? Sonic? Shadow asked, obviously confused by what happened. Hey Shad, Sonic said, grinning. Why is this place so sandy, and what's up with all the temples? Shadow asked, looking down at all the sand. It's because we are in a sand oasis, Chara answered. Who are you? Shadow said, guessing she was Sonic's new friend of the week. Oh god, don't tell me you sent me a message. You're the fake one around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh, you're not even good enough to be my fake. You couldn't even get that freaking quote right. Okay. Whoops. Where the fuck was I? Keep losing my place. Oh. She's a genie, Sonic replied. That's how you got here. You mean you brought me here? Shadow said before continuing. Why? Because I missed you? Sonic replied. What are you talking about? It's been an hour since you fell asleep on my couch. Shadow replied, confused by how Sonic thought it had been ages, or was turning into his Amy, which is technically almost every Sonato thing out there. Time passes faster, than it does in your world, Shara explained, wiping some sand out of her hair. God, I hate sand. So, how long has it been? What the hell is, who's, Saraharo asked. Who's Saharo? Liam, what are you doing with your life to spell Shadow so wrong? About half a day, Sonic replied before pointing at the flame on his chest. I was wondering if you could help me with this. I just had... Oh wait, no, this is Endless Possibilities. I got really confused for a second there. I was so confused. Sonic's friend of the week? Sonic sounds like a slut. TV? You're not wrong there. I guess you could say that. I mean, he always has, like, the boss of the week kind of shit. I'm not so sure about the friend of the week kind of thing. And it always does seem to be female, so I guess he is a slut. Alright. Water? Shadow replied, shaking his head at the stupid question. Actually, it's a spell. It will kill me in about half a day if I don't bring the 7 world rings to erase a Jin, Sonic explained. And I took half a day to find I took half a day to find one. Alright, I'll go. Why am I so into this? Shit, I need to turn off Endless Possibilities. Where was I? Alright, I keep asking that. Sonic's friend of the week is my favourite son. I should put that as my like signature on Nia Sticker now. Alright, I'll go search for one, Shadow replied before starting to walk off. Thanks Shads, Sonic says, kissing him before running off to a jungle in the distance. Shadow just laughs slightly to himself before walking the direction of a factory-looking place, and Shahara was confused by what just happened, thinking to herself while following Sonic. You spelled Shadow heaps wrong, Liam. Trust me, fix that shit up. Alright, next chapter, which is chapter 6. We're only chapter 6 into that, which means we still have another 4 chapters left. Oh, this is actually based from a video that Liam saw me put up. Third person perspective. Why are you doing those? Why are you doing those? Eggman asked, having apples thrown at him, and his Eggmobile was on the other side of Sonic. I wanted to see how bad a villain you really are, Sonic replied. They were in the town, outside of Medburger. I don't see why you're getting so much enjoyment out of this, Tails stated from behind Sonic. TV, Shads is a nickname that most writers give, most writers have Sonic say to Shadow. I don't know where it originated from. I use it sometimes, but yeah, it's kind of iffy if I do believe so myself. You are back in the chat, Liam, alright? Jeez, just don't do that again, please. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. It's better than most of the things to do on this island. Hey Shads, wanna throw apples at Eggman? By the way, you didn't put quotation marks at the beginning of that, Sonic shouted, noticing Shadow walking towards Medburger. No, Shadow shouted, before walking into Medburger and ordering from Dave. Please, stop! Eggman shouted, but Sonic didn't stop. Isn't that a question, Egghead? But you shouted it, so no. God, Sonic's getting pretty meta. Sonic just laughed and kept throwing apples at Eggman from his never-ending apples in his basket. What's the point of this anyway? And where the hell did Sonic get this endless basket of apples? Liam, please write the Pokemon story with my friend here. It would be great. What's the point of this anyway? Shadow asked, walking up to Sonic, Tails, and Eggman eating a mad burger. There's nothing to do here, Sonic replied before going back to throwing apples. And why throwing apples at Eggman? Shadow asked, hoping for an actual answer this time. The creator saw a stupid but funny thing and wanted to parody it into Sonato. But this isn't exactly Sonato, Sonic replied, but some words you couldn't hear because Eggman was crying now. Lou Red, she always had it. I never blocked you, I just timed you out, Liam. Yeah, I know where the thing came from, but Sonic doesn't have a basket of apples, so where the hell did he get it from? What? Shadow asked. Something about breaking a fourth wall? Don't question it, Tails answered while trying to get Sonic to stop. Okay then, Shadow replied before walking off back to his house somewhere in the forest. See ya, Shads, but he's already gone. Sonic started waving, forgetting about Eggman. Eggman took this opportunity to run for it. It's gonna be legendary. Before we know it, Game Freak will make it canon to their games. He successfully got into his Eggmobile and flew off. Damn it! Now there's nothing to do. I don't know, that wasn't really very good satire on that part. I don't see anything that was really funny apart from the spelling mistakes. Third person perspective, what is that voice? He couldn't believe it! He had been focused to come to the opening day. He had been forced, sorry, not focused, where'd I get focused from? He had been forced to come to the opening day of Eggman's amusement park. Because Gunn needed him to make sure Eggman wasn't up to any of his evil schemes, sorry. And you could tell he was pissed off. And this, here, we are talking about, is of course, Shadow, who didn't know why Gunn bothered. They know a certain blue hedgehog exists, and they know he will stop Eggman, so why would Shadow need to? But orders are orders, so here Shadow is, riding the elevator to their Shadow! You know what? That was a good one. I'm clapping for that one, Timmy. That was good. Alright, where was I? Riding the elevator to the amusement park, just himself. People obviously weren't willing to go until it was checked by Gunn, because who trusts Eggman? Does this thing go any faster? Shadow asked himself. You could just chaos control up there, man. Wishing for Eggman to be one up to something. Wait, what? Because he had a need to just punch something. Wait, what is that? Shadow asked himself in surprise as he saw something speeding past Eggman's park, and it looked like it had something blue, and something that was a mix of orange and yellow. Not surprised. Shadow wait, what? But you just said that he was surprised. Not surprised, Shadow said, returning to his corner, resting his eyes for a bit. Chaos Control is the beast, son. By the time the slow elevator... Mr. Krabs. Not surprised, Shadow said, returning to his corner, resting his eyes for a bit. By the time the slow elevator finally made it, and Shadow got off the elevator, the first thing he heard was laser. Oh! Oh! No! I can play that. Where is that? It's in the Sonic colors. Shit. I can play that. No, this is Sonic Boom. Where'd I get Sonic Boom from? The Sonic colors. This voice system.
Rocket!
That's a rocket, that's not a laser. Where's the laser?
Spikes!
That's spikes, that's not laser.
Drill!
That's a drill.
Laser!
There it is! Okay, son. Oh. Alright. Okay, guys. Alright, I'm gonna turn this up. Shut up. I'm gonna turn this... Wait, it's already all the way up. Did you hear that?
Laser!
Yeah.
Laser!
No. Okay,
Laser!
stop. Turn that off. Yay! We got a laser coming up. Sorry, I actually have that. I have a folder that has every single Sonic Colors announcing thing, and it's brilliant. Yeah, that's good. I had to make sure. So the laser was great. Where'd the laser? Oh yeah. What was that? Some kind of ride? Shadow asked himself before walking towards the sounds. Rocket. Now our story goes to Sonic, who had just left laser mode and was running at Shadow's direction. Spikes. Hang on. Shut up. Unleashed. We need more colors. Okay, let's get more colors. More colors up in this. Alright, hang on.
Supersonic!
Yes, son!
Amazing! Outstanding! Awesome! Great!
Alright, I think that's enough. We'll continue that another day. No, don't start singing that. I actually don't have that song because I don't listen to a lot of colors. Yep. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but it did. Let's get back to the song. Sonic sounds. Actually, no, it's the Sonic Colors announcer, not Sonic. I do have tons of other Sonic folders. Which one's this one? That's the sound mod. That's not the right one. Where is it? Did I delete it? Oh shit, I did too. Crap. Oh well. I don't have Reach for Stars. I can put Endless Possibility on though. That's the same thing. Alright. Back to the story. I actually had enough of this track, so next song. Shut up! Okay, where was he? Where was he? Although they look pretty far. Sonic sang as he ran, avoiding things as to not hurt himself. But one thing he couldn't avoid was also moving at super speed. Watch it! The other person yelled. Sonic immediately realized who it was. Shadow? Sonic said, clearly shocked. Yeah, what do you need? Glasses? Liam, I will block you out again. A folder with Sonic sounds. I actually have all the Sonic Boom Sonic voice clips that I have no idea what I'm going to use them for. Shadow asked, not really as annoyed as before, but still a little mad. Haha, very funny. And if you want, you can help me with defeating Eggman, Sonic said, knowing Shadow would say yes. Apparently he knows that. Can I punch something in anger if I say yes? Shadow jokingly asked, but still made it sound like a question. Music requests? I'm not. I'm just playing off of a Sonic playlist I made. No. The Sonic Boom voice clips, they were only like 20 or something megabytes for around 500 voice clips. I mean, they're both from, Rise of Lyric and the Shattered Crystal, so that's all good. I don't have Sonic Rush. I have no music from Sonic Rush. I got Can You Feel the Sunshine though? What's the next part that I want to read? Of course! There are plenty of robots here, Sonic replied before grabbing his hand and running off to Tails, not giving Shadow time to react. When Sonic stopped, Shadow went flying into a wall, and that just annoyed him a lot. Faker! Shadow yelled, now making Tails hide. I don't like Sonic Rush. The music isn't my taste either. When Sonic stopped Shadow... Wait, I read that. Sorry, Shads. No, Brendan's not from there. I can't remember where I met him. On Twitter, I think. He's cool, bro. Where was I? I just need to run away. Reach out for the sunshine. Forget. I should read Tails Doll. I haven't done that yet. Alright, after this. Sorry, Shads, Sonic tried to say, before deciding to whisper away. Whisper away. But as he did, he also made the voice come back. Oh! Pick! I need to find it. Shit. I need to find Drill. Where's Drill? Drill. No, that's Boom. I don't want Boom, I want colours. I can't remember which one was a Drill. Okay, Drill.
Drill!
Yeah! I don't know why that made me so happy. Alright, let's continue on. TV, yeah, mate. I met Brendan on the comment when there was that video of yours that suggested to watch Son Amy videos. I don't watch Son Amy videos. What? Liam, it can't be mine because I have no shipping videos on my channel. And I'm trying to make it good that way. I mean, of course I'm reading fanfiction, but that's different. How the hell do you make Son Amy vids anyway? That doesn't make any sense. Drill, it yelled. Which not only stopped Shadow, but made him ask where the voice came from. Oh, come on, Liam. Everyone should have it as Shirao. Sarish, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Drill! I believe the wisps made that noise when... No, it's not the wisps. I believe the wisps made the noise when Sonic used them. The wisps don't say that, it's just an announcer. Amazing! Alright. Though there is no way to test his theory, Tails replied, still slightly scared. And how do I follow them? Shadow asked. Get your own Drill Wisp, Tails replied. How would I get one of those? You know what? Never mind. I'll go tell Gun not to let anybody on until you guys say Eggman doesn't have a plan. Even though he obviously does, Shadow said before walking back to the elevator. He got to the elevator and then realized he could just Chaos Control back to Earth. And that's exactly what he did. Liam! I asked you why he didn't just Chaos Control up to the amusement park. But then you use... You know what? We're gonna go to something else. Let's go search up some other stuff. So let's go to Google. And we, Tails Doll. Can you feel the sunshine as it brightens? Why is Tails Doll an urban legend when everyone knows it's just fake? Forget about the rain. Okay, hang on. Alright, let's read this. The Tails Doll curse. Ever played Sonic R? Possibly a small... I actually have, and you've seen the video. It sucks. Possibly a small percent of you have heard of the Tails Doll. Here is one of the stories I have heard of from my close friend. A man came home from work with a gift for his son. He had picked up a new video game for him, Sonic R. It was a racing game, and when he gave his son the gift, he was so excited to get it and play it right away. That night, he played the game with his son and they had a great time. A couple of days later, the boy was almost finished with the game. His dad was there in his room when he bet the last boss, and he roared in excitement when he finally did. He smiled and asked him how he liked the game as he watched his credits screen. What's that? He asked the boy when the Tails Doll appeared on the screen. The boy said it was Tails Doll. That was all he knew. He told his son it was time for bed. During the night, the curious father went into the boys' room and turned on the TV very quietly. to play the game for a while himself. Jeez, son. He noticed he now had the option to play as Tails' doll. Oh, jeez, son. He chose him to tag up with some of the game. The game was fun until he tagged him up with Sonic. The screen went black when the game system shut itself down. The man decided it was time for him to go to sleep, since he had to work in the morning, so he crept out of his son's room and went to lay in bed with his wife. At around 2 AM, he woke up when he heard thuds on his door. He assumed it was his son getting up to ask him to get him something. He told the boy to stop, go back to bed. The thumping kept happening, and at one point, he noticed a little shadow coming from under the door. Tails kept popping. Oh, hey. Okay. Alright. See you then. Yep. No problem. Bye. Okay, so I've got 11 scores. So this means it's 30. I'm usually sure. Is that it? Oh, yeah. Yes, TV, that was my mum. I have got to drive my dad and his friends to the ex-servicemen's club later. Hopefully my stream will be finished by then anyway, so... Where was I? Tails kept popping into his head. He got out... Wait. The thumping kept happening, and at one point he noticed a little shadow coming from under the door. Tails kept popping into his head. He got out of the bed, slowly, and slowly opened the door. Then he heard someone say this very softly. You were coming with me. Forever. It was a doll. An evil blood-covered possessed little doll. It was a doll from the game. It had to be. Alright, let's go back to fanfiction because that was totally scary. Any suggestions? Check my Twitter. I always race the wing, keep running till the end. I'm gonna move and stay one step ahead. What? Is this what I wanted to see? Aren't those those things from Splatoon? I got a message. Too bad! Morning? What the fun? I don't remember getting that message. Alright, let's see, what's my notifications? Race is getting rough, finishers won't give up, the competition's getting pretty tough. Alright, hang on, let me read this. Alright, I can't read that, it's way too small. Alright, in related videos, oh yeah, I remember that. That's not in the related videos though, my Rooftop Run one is. Why is the video playing with the... I can confirm my video does not contain any shipping. Someone ex Amy. Well, we're gonna read a Amy one at one point. Oh, I thought you meant like as in like I posted a video that has wrong one, wrong shipping. Son Amy, not Shad Amy, never in my life. Go to your room. Alright, we'll read this one from Brendan. Here's one. My life is strong. I don't like this one, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Sonic began to awaken. finding himself stricken by the not so faintest of odors. He struggled to lift himself, finding his limbs to be oddly heavy. A thick, almost greasy feeling liquid covered the floor. He then proceeded to lift his hand to his nose, smelling one of the most terrible and terrifying odors for Sonic. The foul smell of the sea, of ocean waves and tides, of surf and seaweed. He always hated the ocean, the beaches, the whales as they danced beneath and through the paths upon which he had been running. Likewise, as with the sea, there was a scent of something else. As one runs along the beach between the rows of seaweed and freshly raked sand, it was not uncommon to see large wads of toilet paper amidst the putrid piles of bubbling brown, for something foul has beset the beach. Sonic struggled to his feet, reaching out and grabbing the bar which was in front of him. Its touch began to burn his skin as if covered by a corrosive agent. Much as if he were a leprechaun grabbing a hold of a piece of raw iron. He stumbled and fell as he quickly and suddenly released his grip upon it. Things coming into focus. He began to see that he was in a cage. It would try to break out. Normally bars like this are not a problem for him, but he felt weak. Something foul had befallen him. He looked out the cage, catching a glimpse of Eggman. He was sitting there not too far away. Clearly, this was all he's doing. What could he be up to? And what was with this awful smell? A putrid, murderous stench filled the air, like a blackness wafting from some deep abyss. As if from a crack deep into the underworld, where Iblis had been cooking a batch of rancid eggs. There was also another hit of an aroma into the air. What was it? One part of it smelled like used gym socks after a long day of running. Followed him, having left his shoes in his bag and forgotten them over the weekend. Left alone in his bag, the funk could... Where was I? Could... Ugh. Wait, what? It's some weird blue guy. The funk could become quite exquisite. His shoes developing their own coating of fur, which could at times begin to spread to the rest of the interior of the bag. But there was something else to this, a smell not quite too unappetizing. He looked in the direction in which Eggman was sitting and then recognized part of the smell. Eggman was eating a pizza, but this was not a smell of pizza alone, as no mere mortal could endure toppings or cheeses which would produce this bouquet of aromas. Eggman, as nasty as times as he could be, was not one to punish himself for such rancid delicacies. It wasn't like it was Amy trying to come onto him after having just raided Big's ice chest of fur that had been left in the sun a little too long, and had developed a thick coating of flies, all wishing to be able to break through its impenetrable shield, to feast their fill and deposit their eggs for the next generation. The young wriggling from place... I'm getting really confused as to what this is saying. Place to place, erupting their heads to... What is this on about? Is this the description? Erupting their heads to taste the breeze before finding a nice quiet spot to cocoon and prepare to take flight to start the cycle all over again. But before they can do so, I can't read tonight. Is it ravenous? Ravenous? My reading son. Amy sneaks in and eats the fish. Sorry, I changed it because I was like, no, screw that. And eats the fish while Big is not looking. And thinking no one has noticed, will run up and blow heavy breaths in his direction. He tries to run, but in this way, it is as if her desired kisses had already reached him, or at least his nose. In her mind, she had such things in store for him, but he isn't about to wait around and find out. Looking closer, I don't know where that just went. Looking closer, Sonic could see something else. Eggman had no pants. Indeed, the throne upon which he was sitting, it was a toilet. And this is as far as I got the first time reading this. I was like, nope, I'm out, I'm leaving. I was like so done at this point because I ate my lunch And I was like, no, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. Eggman could see that Sonic noticed and gave out a sinister grin. As he did so, Sonic could see water flowing out from the base of the toilet and flowing out onto the floor upon which Sonic had just been laying. He felt defiled, having been in direct contact with the solution of Eggman's excrement. So much dissolved urine and feces. Sonic could see that his fur was matted with dry bits of toilet paper. This was an offense which he would not bear if only he had the strength to break free. Stop singing his world, I'm reading here. Eggman had said a thing in Sonic's general direction. Get a load of this. At which moment, I'm sorry, my voice just kind of went weird there. At which moment, Eggman let out a thunderous bout of flatulence, rattling the bars of the cage in which he had found himself imprisoned. The putrid odor of the shockwave from this explosion of brown matter hit him like a tidal wave of blackness and contempt. It was a smell too terrible to be described, which sent Sonic falling backwards into the bars at the rear end of the cage. The last of his rings was gone, and Sonic was done for. Feeling almost disappointed, Eggman sent Orbot to retrieve Sonic and clean him up for release. For alas, that effluent was not actually used toilet water. Merely, Eggman just had water pumped in from the sea to be extruded from the base of the toilet to give this impression, and serving the dual purpose of weakening Sonic to a point where he could appreciate his ruse. But alas, this plan had worked too well, and from his perspective, Sonic was too weak to even put up a big fuss about the situation. However, Eggman's ploy wasn't entirely done just yet. He then had the unconscious Sonic set upon the throne, with the table in front of him covered in mangled chili dog wrappers taken from the trash behind Sonic's favorite stand, and an animatronic mimicry of Tails put into the cage. Don't ask Liam. Eggman then watches remotely to see what happens when Sonic comes to in this scene, likely still weakened to some extent by the presence of all the sweet. I was gonna say sweet. Of all the seawater. I'll read chapter 12 of Artificial Love, and that's when I'll end the stream. Amy then walks up behind Eggman and looks over the screen, herself curious about the results. In the meantime, she seizes the opportunity and enters the room, kissing and caressing Sonic as he slumbered, feeling him up and down in various ways, among other things, before returning to standing watch with Eggman. As Sonic begins to come around, still feeling a bit defiled, he is distressed and overpowered by the taste and smell of rancid seafood, and himself feels the need to unleash his powers into the toilet, which while catching view of the grisly sight in front of him, as if these chili dogs had all been torn apart by some monstrous feast. A banquet set before him for which yet this is all that remains, but still oddly compelled to lick the table for its lingering chili dog essence. This whole chain of events has left him thoroughly bewildered. Hey, wait, man, Tails? I'm so confused. This is okay, this has forever gotten on my nerves. The last thing I'll be reading for this evening, which is Artificial Love, again, which I began off with. It's going into nighttime too, so I'm going to be driving at night. It's great, because I got the moon just sitting here. I just, you know. Alright. A more logical plan. Amy shook her head as she threw the book onto the coffee table with a loud thud. All this book had managed to do was cause her trouble and not get her anyway. She hadn't gotten what she wanted. In fact, she was in a worse position now than she had been before the whole thing had happened. If he wasn't there, maybe things would have actually gone my way, the pink hedgehog thought as she took another sip from her cup of tea, giving the hard-covered book another glance. There's gotta be some way to reverse all this. Maybe there's some type of... Oh, shut up, Liam. A magic potion or spell. But would giving Sonic amnesia really be a good idea? With everything that's happened, he kinda deserves a break. The fewish. Is it Fuchsia. Screw it. Coloured Hedgehog let out a lengthy sigh as she contemplated her further actions, putting the coffee down on the coffee table, putting up the heavy book and sitting back into the couch. She flipped to the index, searching down the list for anything involving reversal. Nothing. There's got to be something. Her eyes stopped at the letter L. Why didn't I say this before? This would have helped me out heaps more than what I chose to do. Maybe I should look at alternatives before I jump onto this. However, she continued down the list, lying down on a lying down on the couch and humming his world to herself as she searched through the book. Artificial love reversal. That sounds interesting. Amy smirked as the scene played out in her head. I, somehow, give the artificial love reversal to Shadow and actually, maybe I can make Shadow give the potion to Sonic. Oh man, I should have done this before. Okay. The pink hedgehog smiled widely. She wrote her recipe on a piece of pink paper and placed it in a secret book. She gave a quick wink to the quick wink to the book before deciding to head to bed. Right. Get all the ingredients from Vanilla tomorrow and then get straight into the plan. Knowing those two, they'll definitely be together, so this plan should be a piece of cake. Amy giggled to herself as she went underneath the blankets. Finally, things are looking up to me. Are you sure about this, Amy? With what I've seen from your actions lately, I don't think I can trust to give you any more of my herbs and spices. The motherly rabbit said to the pink hedgehog after being told of said hedgehog's plan. She gave Amy a disapproving look. These types of things aren't supposed to be messed with the way you are, and that plan may backfire on you. That face? What? I can't see it. Amy looked at the ground ashamed, knocking her shoe against the hill as she began to explain her plan B. Well, if that happens, I intend to just give them get them to forget everything. Amy, you know what both of them have been through, and I doubt Shadow will want to have amnesia again, Vanilla told her, shaking her head. I suggest waiting until the current effects have worn off before attempting anything else. But even then, I don't think you should do any more. I'm sorry, Amy, but it's quite clear that Sonic just isn't into you. She was... I once punched a girl named Amy. She was in my face. Was she pink? Alright. Alright, what was I? Amy held her composure for the rabbit she fully respected, and not wanting to scare her best friend that was sitting in the next room with her anger. I know he does, deep down. It's meant to be. I read the cards. Perhaps you read the cards wrong, Vanilla suggested, turning away from the dining table they were at and heading over to a cupboard near the far wall, right next to a window. She opened the cupboard and took out her tarot cards. And maybe a more recent reading of these cards might prove to you that things change. Amy took a deep sigh, giving the rabbit a forced smile, and nodded. She was huge. She had been held back a year. I don't want to know who this Amy person is. Yeah, maybe you're right, but I know we're meant to be. I just know. For some weird reason, when he said that he punched Amy once, my vision went back to when I'd played Sonic Unleashed. Oh man, that gives that good memories. Vanilla went through and read the cards to herself first, wondering what the young hedgehog in front of her read. Vanilla knew Amy was a sweet girl, but her desire to want Sonic married to her worried the rabbit deeply, and her sudden actions with things she didn't fully understand made Vanilla extremely scared. All she wanted to do was make sure Amy wasn't going to get hurt, emotionally more than anything. Here, read them for yourself, Vanilla said calmly as she handed the cards to the pink hedgehog. Vanilla noticed a sudden change from surprise to shock and back to normal composure on Amy's face as the hedgehog looked at the cards. She knew that Amy realized that things had changed, that she wasn't the hedgehog destined to be with the blue hero. Amy decided not to say her readings out loud. She knew Vanilla was watching her and waiting for her readings to see how accurate she was. Yeah, I actually do know who H.P. Lovecraft's, or more like H.P. Lovecraft's writings were. I just haven't read all that many. Instead, she muttered words every now and then to let Vanilla know that she knew what she saw, that she knew what she was doing. TV, don't get into fights with people that are bigger than you. Just don't. Good times! What? Okay, right, whatever. Whatever. Shade of a shadow, one and the same. Amy shook her head slightly. Well, that's definitely changed from what I read. Amy placed the cards face down onto the table, placing her hands on the table and looking directly at Vanilla. But even with these slight changes, I just know it's fate that we'll be together, even if I have to change the past in order to do so. You are a very determined girl, but I don't want to see you hurt, Amy. I see you like a child to me. And I know how sad Cream would be to see you in pain. I once kicked the most annoying guy in my class back in grade 6 right in the balls. He never got revenge. I was a hero of our class for a day. Liam, applaud. Shit. My hair just came out. Alright. Vanilla explained, giving the pink hedgehog a look of sympathy. I just want to know that you know what you're doing, and what the consequences of doing things like this be. What? I don't even know. You might lose some... And he went back a grade. Yes. Because you kicked him in the balls and made him go back a grade because he just got stupid. Do you really want to know? I could give that a test. Okay. You might lose some valuable friends by doing this. Think about that. I have thought about it for years, and I know this is the future that is destined for me, Amy explained, looking at Vanilla with intense, determined green eyes. And this is what I want. I want to be with my beloved forever. But how do you know that the person you're destined with is Sonic? You could have misread it wrong. Perhaps you belong with someone else, the rabbit asked in reply. Amy stared at Vanilla for a minute. No. I've had this hunch ever since he saved me all those years ago. The pink hedgehog looked down at the table and then back at the rabbit with a newfound courage. So please, Vanilla, help me out here. Vanilla gave a sigh. She knew that even if she rejected giving Amy the ingredients, that with how determined Amy was, she'd go and find them somewhere else. And even the thought of Vanilla going to the black market to get these ingredients made Vanilla agree to help. He de-aged. Amy's well-known smile appeared on her face, and her eyes lit up with excitement. She got up from her seat and over to Vanilla, where she gave the rabbit a hug. I just updated it like over a week ago, mate. Under a week, sorry. Don't expect a new update sometime soon. Oh my god. Where she gave the rabbit a hug. Thanks so much, Vanilla. I'll babysit Cream whenever you need me to. You already do that, Vanilla laughed in response as she stood up. Come with me and I'll get you what you need as well as some extra advice to make sure everything you make goes perfectly. Don't think, however, that I agree with what you're doing, and if things do go wrong, I will not hesitate to tell the real truth, or to tell them the real truth, or at least tell, since he'd be more likely to understand at that time. Of course. Now, I know how much they wouldn't trust me with doing this, so I'm gonna have to do something I know Vanilla wouldn't approve of. Use cream to my advantage. The pink hedgehog smiled at the oncoming rabbit with her chow flying next to her. Hey Cream, hey Cheese, how are you doing today? Amy asked happily as she placed the lid over the top of the coffee cup she had in her hand. We're doing well, Miss Amy, what about you? Cream replied with a bow as she turned her head to smile at Cheese before looking back at the pink hedgehog. I'm fine, Cream. Amy laughed joyfully as she knelt down in front of the innocent child. Don't mind if you do me a favour, Cream. Cream smiled widely. Of course I'll do a favour for you. What do you want me to do? Well, you see, Shadow over there, Amy said as she pointed to the ebony hedgehog, who was leaning against the fence at the pool as he... Wait, what? As he watched Sonic have swimming lessons from Tails. Wait, if I'm gonna have to drive them up to the thing, does that mean I'm gonna have to drive again? Because I need to pick them up? Or what the hell's going on there? Oh, whatever. Well, you see Shadow over there. You didn't... Liam, I thought you watched... I thought you read this. It was pointed at the ebony hedgehog. To the ebony hedgehog who was leaning against the fence of the pool as he watched Sonic have swimming lessons from Tails. Liam, you're thinking about this wrong. Shadow's just watching, like, supervising way. In a non-caring way. He's just kind of standing there with his arms crossed. It's not actually watching Sonic swim. Liam! Yes. Can you take this to him? Amy handed the young rabbit the coffee cup and quickly added, just don't say it's from me, got it? Cream nodded and hurriedly walked over to the pool. Cheese helped open the gate for her while she gently walked over the... As she gently walked over the ebony hedgehog. Apparently she walked over the ebony hedgehog. I'm not too sure how Cream managed to do that, but she did. Moon, where are you going? Take me with you. Alright, I didn't mean to write that. Doing her best not to drop the cup. Mr. Shadow? Shadow turned his attention from the pool to Cream. Yes? Confused on what to say without giving Amy away. Cream handed a coffee cup to Shadow. Here, I was told to give this to you. By who? Shadow asked, doing his best not to frighten the rabbit with his suspicion. They didn't want to be named. They said it was a gift. Cream hesitated with the explanation, not sure what to say. She quickly smiled. Is Mr. Sonic finally learning how to swim? Sonic chuckled. Yes, he is. He keeps sinking into the water. Tails is getting very frustrated. I can help. I know how to swim, Cream suddenly said with excitement. Cheese clapping with joy. Thanks for the offer, Cream, but I'm sure Tails will do fine. Shadow replied with a small smile on his muzzle. You could cheer Sonic on though. Cream shook her head before bowing. No, I'm actually having a play date with someone, so I best be going. Bye, Mr. Shadow, the young rabbit waved before happily skipping away from the... Mrs. Sonic? No, I'm very sure I said Mr. I mean, I could say Mrs. Sonic if you want me to. Closing the gate behind her, she went. Shadow suspiciously looked at the cup, but then looked at Sonic, who caught his gaze. He nodded to the cup. I have my suspicions that Amy might have something to do with this, Shadow explained as he walked towards the pool. Sonic shook his head, putting a finger in his ear to get the water out as he tread water. Didn't catch that. What? Shadow rolled his eyes. I said I have my suspicions that Amy might have something to do with this. TV, you're pissing me off. I'm gonna come over there and kick you. Alright. Oh, who gave it to you? Because if it was Cream, then you definitely know Amy's behind it. Sonic laughed, his head bobbing underneath the water. He rose once again and spat out a mouthful of water and started coughing. Well, she's bound to be watching to see if I actually drink it, Shadow said as he looked at the cup. Yes, Miss Sonic, the wife of the ebony hedgehog. They're at the dinner table. They are eating McDonald's. Sonic is feeling a bit gender fluid recently, it seems. You know what? From now on, I'm gonna be reading like Sonic is a girl. Where was I? Oh, right, yeah. You aren't actually going to drink that thing, are you? Sonic asked as Shadow put the cup to his lips. Shadow shrugged, raising the cup up and then back down, wiping his mouth, making sure whatever liquid was in there was over his mouth. Nah, just doing a little trick to get her to think I actually drunk it. So Sonic is a member of the LGBT community. Yes, that is what Sonic is the part of. Oh, I know what you're Sonic's head fell under the water again. Sonic! Tails called out, going under the water to pick Sonic up and bring him to the surface. This is the shallow end! Sonic been on Tumblr recently. Yes, he has. Sorry, my head's a bit heavy. Sonic smiled shyly. Instead of a life jacket, you need a life helmet. Shadow told the blue hedgehog, dumping the coffee cup into the bin. Like he's smelling dunking that shit in there. Amy watched from a distance as the ebony hedgehog threw the coffee cup into the bin. Something's not right. I suppose I should continue my plan anyhow. The pink hedgehog smiled widely at the young rabbit as she returned. Amy knelt down in front of the rabbit and gave her a hug. Thanks, Cream. Cream smiled as she hugged Amy. Now let's go and make those sandcastles. Sonic huddled in the towel, shivering slightly, as they walked over to a small grocery store. She held the towel closely to him. Her, whilst drying herself off before entering the store. Oh my god. Whoops. Shadow handed her shoes and socks back and Sonic laughed. Thanks, Shads. The blue hedgehog put her socks and shoes on, giving the ebony hedgehog the thumbs up. No, thank me. Thank Tails. He at least taught you the basics of swimming, Shadow dully replied. Right, yeah, Sonic smiled as she headed over the refrigerated section where Tails was. Ah, yes, now I have them. Amy mischievously smiled as she... I'm slam dunking them in. Alright, be right back, mate. Alright, where was I? Mischievously smiled as she decided to set her plan into action for real. This time nothing will go wrong. Walking past the aisle that Shadow was in, Amy dropped the bottle of potion she had brewed up onto the floor, quickly leaving a sight as to not get seen. Shadow looked at the bottle, looking down and then picking it up. Simply shrugging, he headed over to where Sonic and Tails were to put it into the fridge. Where'd you find that, Shadow? Tails asked the black hedgehog with confusion. It just dropped and rolled along the floor near the aisle that I was in. The chips and chocolate aisle. Shadow stated, deciding to take the chips and chocolate aisle. That's really highly coincidental now that I think about it. Alright, deciding to take the bottle back out and look at it more closely. You are right, however. What was this doing near that aisle? Maybe it was a trainee employee? Sonic joked as an employee entered the aisle. I may be new, but I'm not clumsy, the employee said, glaring at the blue hero before pushing past her. Jeez, no need to be rude about it, Sonic muttered under her breath, rubbing her shoulder. It doesn't have... I needed to use black at least once. It doesn't have a universal product code on it, Tails said as he took the bottle out of Shadow's hand and examined it. So it appears to not actually be from this store. I'll take this back to my workshop and analyze it. You know, the whole reason we took you with us was so you would get away from this place. Sonic laughed, but it seemed to attach to it. Sure, but first I'm going to take some ice cream home. Amy quickly ran out of sight as she saw the trio approach her aisle. They won't find anything in that plain bottle of water. And if I really do know my Sonic well, I know exactly which flavor he would choose. Hashtag Black Aliens. How about a change, Sonic? Why don't we take chocolate home instead of vanilla? Tails suggested. Amy tightened her grip on the shelf with worry. No, Sonic sighed, shaking her head. We can have strawberry though. I'm not really into chocolate. No. Why not both? You're gonna have what you usually have, and Tails gonna get strawberry. Wait, why would Tails want to get strawberry? Didn't Tails want to get what the fuck? What did I write? Shadow suggested, slightly annoyed with the pointless argument. That's a good idea. Sonic smiled, taking both tubs of ice cream. I'll probably eat all the vanilla ice cream myself though. Amy heaved a sigh of relief, placing her hand over her chest as she watched her try to leave the store. Thank you, Shadow. And that is end. And it's also the end of my stream as well. So we're gonna have to leave this out on a very positive note. So of course we gotta leave this on a good note, because apparently I have 4 viewers and I don't know how that happened. I didn't know it was midnight to you, but I'm gonna be ending it soon anyway. What did I click?
Make way!
Apparently I clicked that. That wasn't what I wanted. Make way! That's not what I wanted.
Charged!
Yeah, it's only 5:14.
Supersonic!
Wait, that's Japanese. Oops! Sorry about that.
Amazing!
Alright, we'll leave it on that. Thank you guys for watching. I might do one tomorrow, perhaps. More fanfiction reading. I've got to rest my voice. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe on Friday. It depends, because I got an interview on Thursday. But that was fun. Anyway, I've got to go and get myself something to eat before I have to go out and get Dad. Heavy machine gun? Alright, fine, we're gonna play some good music. Can't be. Alright, that wasn't supposed to happen. Results. Do I have the E rank results? Yes, I do. I'll see you guys next time for more fanfiction reading. Yep, this is this is normal and legit. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I got an E rank by mistake, mate. Don't have a go at me for that. I didn't know I was gonna get an E rank on Rooftop Run. Jesus Christ. My last Unleashed playthrough? How many Unleashed playthroughs have I done? Jesus Christ. I need to find a results menu. I mean, menu? What? I wanted to find, results. Wait. Mission clear. Yeah, there it is. And that is end for my stream. See you all tomorrow or sometime. Oh shit.